Kaisa hai re Raja?
I'm doing videos and shit.
Yeah, dude, you got me my birthday present, so what to do? Two pairs, one for me, one for you. Thank you, thank you. How you been? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have something a little different. We have the Salomon XT-6 in collaboration with Jjjjound. Now, shout out to Abhishek who got me this pair. A little late for my birthday, but I'll still accept presents as and when I get them. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe, yeah? Consider it. With that being said, let's dive right into it. So what we have with us is this basic white box with the Salomon branding. So it's got Salomon branding all over. No Jjjjound branding as such. I mean, obviously you've seen the thumbnail, you know this is a Jjjjound collab. And in terms of sizing, let's get that out of the way. I went half size up in my UK size. So I usually wear a UK 8 in, let's say, an Air Max or a Jordan or anything. It's usually a UK 8. But in this case, I went up a half size. So I got a UK 8.5, which, however, is a US 9. So I wear a UK 8 US 9 in Nike. I got a US 9 in Salomon, but that is a UK 8.5. All right, enough with the box and the sizing. Let's lift the lid open on this. And we are greeted by just your regular butter paper with the Salomon branding all over it. But you can see that Jjjjound hang tag popping out a wee bit. Let's get the pair out. And bam, there you have it. The Salomon XT-6 in collaboration with Jjjjound. Now, those of you that have been subscribed to my channel or even follow me on socials, or the links in the description, know that I'm a big fan of Jjjjound's products. I, in fact, have a pair of the Jjjjound New Balances and also the Jjjjound Asics. Although the Asics is back home, the New Balance is here, but doesn't get as much wear. So here's the Jjjjound New Balance. Hasn't been worn in a really long time, maybe just a couple of times when I was on holiday a couple of years ago. But you know, Jjjjound is all about the minimalism. So in this pair as well, it's just those color tweaks that were done. And you see the Jjjjound branding on the back. So on this pair, there were two colorways that dropped. One was this all over black, like a phantom kind of colorway with red underlays. But I wanted something that pops, which is why I went with the Nautical colorway. I've actually had a pair of Salomons before. That was the XT-4. And the reason I picked up the XT-4 is because the XT-4 comes in a lot more loud or colors that pop. And back then, I'm talking about 2021, 22. Back then, 22, I think, because I was traveling then and I picked up the pair from Carnival in Bangkok. I got an XT-4, which was an insanely nice colorway. But then obviously I got rid of it because I wasn't wearing it as much. However, after my Iceland trip and all that my ACG's been through, I mean, I really beat that to the ground. Check out the vlogs if you haven't already. I was in the market for another pair of trail running shoes, and this is what I got. Now, obviously this is a Salomon Sportstyle shoe, which means a lifestyle take. However, this is still a very functional pair. Let's go through the details. In terms of the colorway, obviously all the blue panels are actually nylon. So if you look up close, you'll see all of that nylon bits. And then there's this neoprene overlays which form the black and yellow panels. So they have just been hyperfused onto the nylon. You have the lab branding done right there, which is in all Salomon pairs. You see that nice solid lab branding and toe guard. Now on the XT-4 though, this entire part is a reinforced rubber toe guard. This one's just a hyperfused neoprene, I'd like to say. You have the Agile Chassis System, ACS. So this black glossy panel is the ACS that you can see running through the midsole with one layer of that foam right on top of it. So this ACS system, the Agile Chassis System, gives you better stability on your feet. So your stride is a lot more neutral. Proper lugs on the outsole, you can see, very functional. And then of course you have that contra grip chevron done right there. That's for the outsole and the tooling. In terms of the branding, you have the Salomon text done right here on the lateral side, whereas on the medial side, you have the Jjjjound text running through There's this little Jjjound hang tag as well right here. Very nice, very minimal. And then of course your Quicklace system, directions on how to use it. The XT-6 Jjjound. Nice. What they also changed over is on this flag right here, on this label, which usually says Salomon, you have Jjjound running through right there as well. And it says racing product. A small Salomon tag right here on this pocket. Now speaking of pocket, obviously Salomon comes with this easy lacing system. So you can put on your shoes and adjust the clip right where you need it to sit. So once you've gotten your secure length, your secure fit length, you can just fold this up. There's a better way to do it. I'm just not an expert at it yet. And then just tuck it in the pocket like that. And it's gone. But I think I'm just going to leave that out because I like that tag hanging out. I don't know. Maybe when I'm using it functionally, when I'm going for a trek or a hike, I will keep them in the pocket so they don't dangle around. You also have that hit of Sensi Fit and Endo Fit done right there on the frame. The XT-4 is a lot more bulkier and a lot more, not bulky, but it's more beefy, the shoe, yeah. The XT-4 is a lot more beefy, and the sole as well, the midsole, the sole height is higher or more than an XT-6. This is a very lean model. In terms of sizing, I told you I went up a half size in my UK size and I went true to size to my US size. And that should work. Now the problem with going up a half a size on your US is I would probably be then wearing a UK 9, which would be a full size up from my UK sizing. And on this pair itself, although it's a narrow footwear, the XT-4 is a little more broader, the XT-6 a little narrower, but the length of the XT-6 is appropriate, which means if I were to get a UK 9 or a US 9.5, my toe would end right where this yellow panel starts. And I'm not a big fan of that toe gap. I like a proper one-to-one fit, and this works for me. And in terms of the width, it is snug, but not in an uncomfortable way. However, if I were to be going hiking, this is a lifestyle show. It's only going to see the insides of a matcha cafe mostly for most of its time on my feet. But if I were to go actually hiking, and if my feet were to fail, if my feet were to swell, what's going on? If my feet were to swell, I think it would be a little more constricting and uncomfortable, but only time will tell. In terms of lifestyle use, yeah, you stick to your US sizing or go a half up on your UK sizing. You can also read this text right here. It says pronation control. Like I was saying, with this Agile Chassis System, it keeps your stride neutral, and I tend to, is that overpronate, I guess? Man, I gotta do my research and I keep forgetting if I under or overpronate, but my feet slope in a little on the inside, so this is gonna keep my stride neutral. And you also have that hit of Jjjound branding on the insole done in red on that black insole. The sock liner is what you typically find in any XT-6, but I love this hyperfusing, and if I remember correct, I think these are supposed to signify the mountains because that's where you are, the French Alps. Is that what it is? With that out of the way, I'm gonna now slip these on feet. Hey, wait a minute. Is this shoe matching? Yeah, blue Carhartt with the golden hits. Yeah, it's matching unintentionally. I'm gonna throw these on feet and show you what they look like. Here's a quick top-down view. So you can see that I have loosened out the laces to the max right here on both feet, of course, but I'm focusing on this one, which doesn't leave a lot of that Quicklace system once I fasten it for that secure fit. But yeah, it's just the right fit, just the right size. Going up a half size would probably be a good idea if you have really broad feet, because it's just right over here. I am wearing thick undefeated socks, so maybe with thinner socks it would be a little better, but I like how the black socks contrast on this pair with the tongue merging into the socks. I have the lace lock right here. I'm just going to slide this down. It's a secure fit, and that is how it sits on the shoe. Likewise for this one, I'm going to pull the tongue up. It's an integrated tongue. There's no separate tongue. Like you can see, this is all built in, the proper mesh tongue into the upper, sewn on right here. This is a lace lock system right here. Gonna slide it down, fold it and tuck it into this pocket right here. So you get a look of both versions. One is with the lace lock system. I've done it in a messy way, but you get the idea. One with it hanging out and one with it in the pocket. And shlabam, a nice lightweight pair. This is the XT-6 by Salomon in collaboration with Jjjjound. Thanks for staying all the way to the end, you guys. I appreciate you. Take it easy, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.